All right, people, we got Marge rocking with us on day 19. 19 is the day today. Can you believe that? We're already at day 19. I think, what is it, Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? I don't know what day it is, but it's day 19. I know that for sure. So let's go ahead and punch some of that out. Now, how you doing today? Are you doing good? Are you pumped up? Is your energy stoked? You got your fire stoked? If not, stoke that damn fire, okay? Stoke it, stoke it, stoke it. I'm pumped, I'm pumped, I'm pumped. Got some really fun stuff that happened today, courtesy of Professor Grass. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, how you doing? Fire stoked, critical eye locked in. You got that impulse control deployed out there to keep everybody from provoking you and taking over your day. How's that schedule? Speaking of your day, are you putting your time where you want it to go? Don't want you to get at the end of your life and be like, damn it, I gave all my time to the bad guys. I don't have none for myself. Fuck that, okay? Use your time for yourself. Come on, people. Use your time for yourself. Remember, we talked about that linear versus exponential lifestyle yesterday, okay? Start small, all right? I remember there was this question they used to ask us in math back when I was in like 4th or 5th grade talking about exponents. Would you rather have excuse me, would you rather have $1,000 a day or a penny that doubled every day? Of course, the obvious answer is you take that penny, because by the time you hit 30 days, you're making like $10 million or some shit like that, okay? So do it. Let's go. People, start small and double it every day. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Now, get some head. Day 19 did really good. Appreciate it. We need those subs, those likes, and those comments. Everybody comes in, and when they look at the video, first thing they do is read them comments. So it really helps out when you put a fucking banger comment in there or whatever pops on the top of your head. Don't think it don't matter. Don't think you don't matter, because it matters. All right? It matters. What we're trying to build here is a little bit of situation where we change people's lives through creativity. And I don't do it, and you don't do it. They do it for themselves, just like we've done it for ourselves. That's what this is all about right here, okay? We don't want to be these people that give our consent over to machines or AI or whatever so that we don't think. And then we end up becoming slaves after 5 years, okay? That ain't no good. It's kind of like all this student loan debt that students took out loans expecting that there would be jobs for them in the future to pay off that loans. And then guess what? Nope. H-1B visas coming in. No jobs for you, but you still got to pay that debt back. Okay? That's a trap right there. All right, people? So we don't want to be in that trap in any component or part of our life. We want to be strong, healthy, so that we can live our exciting life, we can be on our own adventure, and we can take our kids and our family with us. That's what we're all about here, okay? We ain't even worried about fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, because we are going to radiate our excitement, our joy, and we're just going to radiate cocaine so everybody wants to come and get a piece of it. That's how we win, okay? We focus on things like creativity, like compassion, like empathy, in the right order, with the right impulse control, and we're going to fly out of here. That's what we're going to do. We can open portals to fly out of here through creativity. That's what we're doing, people, okay? So I got some really cool quotes I want to give a little shout out. We're up to 237 subscribers. That's fucking great. That's incredible. Appreciate it. More subscribers, the better, okay? Now, Get Wrecked said, you do a good job making these things easy to understand. Well, damn it, I try. Okay, I try to make the videos and the artwork accessible to everybody in the world, right? With the smallest amount of money, okay? Doing it the easiest way, so that if there's kids out there in a different part of the world and they just pick up some paper and they start scrolling, one day it'll lead them into success. That's what we want. I don't want you to have all these crazy contraptions and you know, pads to draw on, and you know, computer programs to have to spend more money to gatekeep your access to your own creativity. How crazy is that? Your creativity never changes, right? Your attention never changes. In all the course of humanity, it's never changed. And that's what they, whoever they is, I don't know, have always been after. They're trying to enslave that and harness that for their own profit, so that they can be at the apex or the top of the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Talking about pyramids. Don't get me started on pyramids now. Come on. Sacred geometry. You know I know about it, all right? Now, James, he gave me a little kudos. Under 30 minutes, bruv, bravo. So thank you, James. I appreciate that, okay? Professor Grass throwing in the '07, which is a nice salute. Let's fucking go, boys. Unlock your creativity, all right? We got DJ John Tidor. He said, thanks for the shout out. Love the videos. All right, got you, dog. I feel you, okay? Because DJ John, he's out there trying to change his life just like we all are. So let's resonate with that. We support people who are on our same page and resonating with us, okay? Now, we checked in. We're excited, okay? Now, I want to give some people a shout out, okay? Now, Jared, you know Jared, the guy we shout out all the time, the judo guy. Did you know he's number 65 in the world now? He is number 65 in the whole fucking world, bro. The plumber that became the judoka, okay? He's got a big match going on in Peru coming up, okay? So we got to be rooting for him. And I'm trying to get his dad to come on the show and give us some updates. You know, that'd be awesome if we could have a little you know, Johnny on the spot kind of thing, Hillbilly Harry on the spot out there giving us some updates on what's going on with Jared, so we could keep tabs on him, because, you know, we pulling for him now with that Olympics coming up in 2028, people. Let's fucking go. Now, when he makes it to the Olympics, we are going to go crazy, okay? We are going to make some hats, some shit. I don't know what we're going to make, but we're going to do it, and we're going to go crazy, you know? And it's down in LA, so I might have to pack up my shit and go down to LA and to cheer him on, okay? Because he's going to be competing in Venice Beach. Got rid of all them bums out of there. They got the judo people now. They're building on that shit after they stole all that land. But hey, let's fucking go, right? All right. So, on to the next thing. Professor Grass, he been killing it, man. We got some animations going on. I made some cartoons and I have some ideas, you know, but I only have so much time in the day. So Professor Grass came on and helped me out a little bit. And he made some animations, and I'm going to show them real quick, okay? Up here in the corner.
Sup, chat? Big farm day today. Level up with code Palantir at checkout, and drop some F's in the chat for your boy Charlie.
I am just trying to get back your money that they stole from us.
Now, wasn't that a great animation? He did one on Nightwave, and then he did a couple more, and they're bangers. He even animated the cartoon I did from yesterday. Can you believe that? That's fucking awesome. So I got some even bigger ideas that I want to do. I want to take Ryan Harkness's loops, and I want to add them to some animations that I want to make, and I want to try to make them go viral, make them really provocative. So I'm excited about that. Got that up here in the old noggin, but I don't have time to do it, so I really appreciate Grass coming along and doing it. Speaking of Ryan Harkness, make sure y'all go watch his show now. His show's badass. It's on Sundays, Rumble, at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So go check that out, okay? He's really creative, man. You know, he gets really spicy too, so, you know, buckle up. But he's super creative in what he does. And he just talked about the old rifle, you know, that the old assassin used, so to speak, and then dumped in the woods out back, and he debunked the whole thing. And guess what? They're trying to scrub that picture of that rifle off the internet today. Can you believe that? They're trying to get rid of it and kind of downplay it because they got caught faking some stuff. Whoever the they is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we're doing. Then another thing I'm working on, I'm finally getting my ass in gear with all that merch. Now, I got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of irons in the fire, okay? So I'm making a new website, trying to do all the whole thing, you know, I got a whole thing going on here, all right? But I'm also making some merch, and I got these smoking kitty cats right here, and I'm going to put them all on a mug and some other stuff. It's going to wrap all the way around the mug. Ain't that going to be cute? And that's a whole bunch of cats just smoking. So you can, like, you know, that's the vibe we got going on with that. So I got that working. I got some other stuff going on. And finally, Okay. Now we got that Discord going. It's fresh air. I love the Discord. I haven't been able to be as involved in it because my computer been farting around with me, and it doesn't like to run Discord and the other programs at the same time for some reason. So it keeps crashing it. Anyway, I'll get that resolved. Don't you worry about it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make a writer's room in the Discord. Okay. Now, if you're a writer out there, come join the Discord because we're gonna have a writer's room. All right. What's the purpose of the writer's room? Okay. The purpose of the writer's room is to express ideas. All right. It's to put out something you've written and perhaps get feedback. Okay. It's to try to help you and me and all of us, give us an audience and kind of a laboratory to bounce ideas off, to refine our writing, to give critiques, whatever you want to do. And that's what the point of the writer's room is for, okay? Now, everybody has lived experiences, all right? You got me? Everybody has lived experiences, and we all have pain. We all have pain, okay? Now, it's important to take that pain and to do like Rumpelstiltskin did and weave that straw into gold, okay? That's what this is all about, right? Write it. Write your pain, make it a story, make it a poem, whatever, write it out, okay? Diary, whatever, put it together, okay? These are how we establish media that resonates with people to take back over the people who distribute media, who put out media, whether it's story, anime, cartoon, whatever it is, okay? And get excited about it, right? Remember, we talked about that yesterday. The difference between an exponential curve and a linear curve, all right? Linear curve means you go and you do your 9 to 5, you put in your hours, and at the end of your life, maybe you get a couple of days where you can go and try to go fishing, right? When your body's old and thrown away, and you can maybe do some things that you wanted to do. No, exponential curve means you center your life around your passion, around genuine desire, and you change your life through that passion, through that genuine desire. It's an alchemical process, people. And you then start to radiate out and change people who come in contact with you. Because guess what? Everybody wants to express their genuine desire and have their passions fulfilled. Cannot deny that. Even if you want to brainwash yourself to say, no, I need to eat my vegetables. I need to do my homework. I need to do my chores before I can play. Throw that whole paradigm out. Rewrite it and say, if it's my passion, I'm going to do it. All right? That passion is going to grow, lead to opportunities, lead to finances, lead to everything else. Okay? That's how it is, people. You become what you practice. All right? If you have been deceived into thinking that you have to do all these checklists before you can do what you want, you need to break free. Because you need to see that that's a way for them, whoever them is, to control you, because they can keep adding to your to-do list. So you never, ever, ever get around to doing what you want to do. And before you know it, the weekend's gone, the summer's over with, you're sitting on your deathbed, and you're saying, boy, if I had it to do over again, I'd do it different this time, you know. So do it. Heed my words. Take it and go with it today, okay? Center your life in little areas, right? Don't make it all about big areas right now. That could be too drastic for you, all right? If you got a wife, you got kids, you got a husband, whatever it is, you can't just all of a sudden go Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde on them. You know what I'm saying? You do it in little areas. You get excited in little areas and let them warm up along with you. You know, make some cookies if you're excited about baking. You know, I don't know, make some clothing if you're excited about clothing. You know, make something that's going to benefit the other people, okay? And get them excited. Then they're going to come along and support you. Hell, people, I'm a testament to that. Look what's happened to me. 3 months ago, you didn't even know who the hell I was. I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody, but I was a nameless nobody 3 months ago. Now look where I am, and look where you are supporting me. And you know what? I can bump up. You can bump up. You can get people to support you. So let's fucking go. Let's do that, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and move on to the demo. So if you ain't want to watch the demo, get on out of here. But if you want to hang around, watch this demo. Let's fucking go. We're going to come down here to camera 2. And what we're going to talk about today is facial hair, people. We're going to talk about the beards, the mustaches, and all that good stuff. Now I'm going to move this over so you can see it better. All right, and I already laid these out, okay? Now, remember, this is the box we're dealing with, okay? That's the box we dealing with right here. It's this guy right here. Boom, boom. This is our advanced box. See how quick I laid that out? How long did it take me just to lay that out? Huh? How long did that take me to lay that out? 6 seconds, something like that? So when we got the full frontal box, it looks like this. All right, we try to crush box around here, people. All right, now this is a bald man, of course. We always draw him bald because it takes extra effort to draw the hair. We find out where the eyes are, give him a few mustaches, slap the nose on there. Now we're gonna draw a mustache, okay? It looks like a bat, okay? You got me, people? Bam, there's his mustache, right? Now, it looks like the shape is like this. All right? But you say, Ray, that's a crazy shape right there. That's a crazy shape, right? Yeah, that is a crazy shape. But look, it's just a square, like so. And you put a little top on it to go under the nose. You cut a little wedge out for the lip, and you add some wings to it. I mean, who can't do that, right? That's it. That's all you got to do right there. All right, so now let's go over here and let's get this fella, this wild western guy yelling. Let's give him a couple eyebrows. Eye. Now look, I'm just using simple shapes right here, people, right? And because my proportion and my position is correct, they look great, right? All right, tell me I'm wrong, okay? Now he's out here yelling, so we're gonna use the bat. We're gonna make him, give him bigger wings. Maybe he's a western guy, all right? There you go. There's the mustache right there. Now we're gonna come down here, give him a mouth that's yelling. There's his teeth, there's his tongue, bottom lip, top lip. Okay, throw that chin in there. Come back to the jaw, throw the ear in there, back of the head, the side of the head. Boom, there we go. Got him. He's done. He's yelling. He's not happy about it. All right. Now we're gonna move on and talk about the beard. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw our box back in there. Throw the ear in there, find the eyes, find the nose, put the nose pyramid in there, put the bat wing in there. We just learned about the bat wing, okay? Bottom lip. Now we're going to put the beard in there. Here's the beard. It just follows around the jawline with a few little differences, okay? Now check it out. Here's the shape right here, all right? From the ear, come down to the jaw, go up to the mustache, the bat of the mustache. Okay, down around the bottom of the mouth right here to underneath the lip, underneath the mouth again, and then this is the chin. Bam, that's the shape of the beard right there. That's it. That's just that right there. You just have to trace that around the features, all right? Easy peasy. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's worried about it. Easy peasy. Now let's draw an old man with a goatee, okay? A little more cartoony. Maybe he's giving you the stank eye or something, right? Put the nose in there. All right. He's giving you the stank eye. Let's go ahead and throw that eyebrow in there. Put the mouth down. Put in his mustache. Little bat. Now, sometimes you don't have to put that little wedge in there, right? The bottom of the lip is right there. And then the goatee comes around right here, like so. All right. Now, these are just simple shapes that I'm putting in here. I'm not even trying to make it look like hair, okay? I'm leaving that till later. All right, here's his neck. Bam, there we go. There's some guy giving you the stank eye or something, all right? Now, let's say we want to go with a little bit of a cartoon down here. Let's do a Vito, shall we? So here, we all know Vito Gesualdi. We all love Vito, all right? Put his hat on him, okay? He's hiding under that beard, the rest of his hat, all right? Now we're gonna find out where the eyes should be, right there. We're just gonna draw boxes for his glasses. Makes it easy. Slam in his nose. All right, now let's put the bat wing in there on the top lip, like so. Let's little indicator for the bottom lip. Now put his cheek in there. Now let's go ahead with the beard. His beard comes down like this, like so. Go around. There's the ear. There's the neck. Then we got ourselves a Vito right here. Okay, no problem. And he's saying, "You done crying yet?" Because that's his favorite tagline. You done crying yet? All right, fantastic. We got that right there. All right. Now we're gonna come back over here and maybe we're gonna do a little Sean, a little schizo Sean. And here he is right here. He's got his head, his bunny ears coming out of his head, All right. We come down and find his ear. And instead of boxes, we're just going to do his glasses. They're more like aviators. We're not going to do a nose. Okay, because this is going to be more cartoony. We're going to do extremely simple mouth. He's happy, okay? Extremely simple. We're going to put some teeth in there, his bottom lip. Now we're just going to do a couple of dots like this for his mustache. Okay, and then we're going to come down here with his chin and add his beard on, okay? And we'll just do these lines to indicate hair. Alright, there we go. There's Schizo Sean right there. Little eyebrows. Boom, boom. Other part of his glasses. And he's saying bunnies. So let's write bunnies in there. Do little vertical bunnies action. That B's kind of sad. Alright, now of course we have to do Pirate Dick or regular Dick over here. So let's go ahead and draw out the box. Now we're going to change Dick a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to draw his face smaller, so we're going to make his head huge. Because everybody's telling me his head's too small. Okay, so we find his big head. Let's go ahead and put in a couple of demarcations for his eyes. Just a simple nose, just an L. You know what I'm saying? Of course he's yelling, "Oh hell no. Oh hell no." That's his favorite line. Go ahead and do his mouth. Teeth in there, the little bottom lip. And then we'll go ahead and put his mustache. He's got a big full mustache, okay? And then we'll go ahead and put his beard in there, like so. And of course he's got all kinds of big hair, just luscious hair falling around everywhere. And so there's our Dick saying, "Oh hell no." Okay, so there we go. Now it's very simple. Here's a simple cartoon up here of a individual with a big handlebar mustache. Okay, now see how easy this is. A little smile that we learned how to do last time, and he's looking down. Okay, now we can just do an old man too. Just find the box, find the eyes, find the eyebrows. The bat for the mustache. I'm not even going to put a nose on him either. Now he could be yelling too. He's yelling. Got that lip right there. Go ahead and add his beard. You know, his beard's wild and crazy, and then there you go. And so that's it. That's all we have to do right there. Look how easy it is to do the facial hair when you consider it's just the simple shapes. Okay? When it's just the simple shapes like the bat right here, or the following the beard around the chin, you can then go ahead and render it with hair like this right here, or like this right here. And these are very simplified. So it keeps it really simple and really easy. And then after you get these established, you can take the drawing farther if you want. Okay? Now I've got the mustache, 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 mustache. So we're crushing it right here, people. So we come back up here. That's how it's done right there, okay? That's how you get the facial hair going. You go ahead and have a good time with that. You can augment it however you want to do. Make it dreadlocks, make it braided, make it Viking, make it all kinds of stuff, you know? And just have a good time with your facial hair, all right? Facial hair is a lot of fun, all right? Think of it like the simple shape. Don't try to think about it like hair. If you do that, you've already lost, right? Think of it like a simple shape, build the hair on top of it. Use the mark indicating to render it later. You got me, people? It's that same process. Step 1, simple shape. Step 2, the abstract shape. And then step 3 is the shape that you really want it to be, okay? With the rendering of the hair and everything, all right? So I want you to get out there, kick some ass, and let's get after it today, shall we? All right, then, let's go.